All right, so
Hey.
what's up, guys? Welcome
Hey,
back to
y'all.
Real Tea with T and D. I'm your boy D, and you know what? Black Lives Matter.
All
We'll
the
get to that in a
time.
second.
When do we
Now,
not get to that in all a second?
who are you?
My name's T. What's up, y'all?
Now, Timia thought it was actually cute to bring alcohol, so that's what's in our cups by Christina. Love you.
Made by
So
KM
anything that comes out of
underscore.
my mouth is Tamia's fault. Just saying. Even though I pretty much say what I want to say sober anyway. But being that I'm drunk, I may say some
Oh my
things
God, we're not
that
gonna
are
be
not
drunk,
cute.
y'all.
But anyway, welcome back, guys. So how's your week been so far? Well, it's
It's
Friday,
been
so
definitely productive. A lot of work, which I'm happy to be working
same.
in my bag, getting to that check.
Period. That's all
So,
that matters. Fuck niggas get money. That's what it is. Same
hello.
for me. Honestly, I've been working a lot. I like my new job. It's very hands-on. I work at a hospital. I'm a security officer, and we have to go through some things. Okay.
Not thanks.
But yeah, I like my job. It's a lot at times, but I do like it.
Yeah.
I have the next 3 days off because I was in training this week. Yesterday was my last day of training. I start officially Monday,
Nice.
5 to 1. My boss already told me, sorry to do this, but you have overtime next week.
Not
So
that I'm
instead of
telling you
right,
what you gotta
instead
do.
of 5 to 1, I'm working 5 to 5, 12 hours.
Bitch,
So
run that
yeah,
cash
right. Run that check up.
up.
Stop playing. But I like my new job. It's cool. But other than that, just been working and dealing with my emotions and all that kind of shit.
Can I just say something?
What?
This is like a little sentimental moment, but not like sentimental, but you know what I'm talking about. But I'm really proud of us.
Same.
I'm really proud of us. Like 2021 is our
Yeah.
year,
It's
bitch.
it's
Like
really been up.
we're really in our bag, y'all. Like I've never been so
Yeah.
focused
Same.
ever in my life
Same.
than right now, and I feel like that's really important. So,
No, I agree. We have definitely been on our shit, and despite what's going on in the world, we'll get to that in a second.
yeah.
And despite what's been going on in our personal lives, especially with me, dealing with the loss of my family,
Yeah.
we really have been focused this year and really getting to our bag and doing our
Yeah.
shit. So,
I think it's because we
kudos
know
to
who we
us.
are.
Period.
We know who we are. We know what we want, and
Sure do.
we really in our bag. So,
Now,
mm.
all that shit's out of the way. Let's go ahead and hop into the hot topics, and by hot, I mean hot trash.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a little quiet, but a little
yeah,
disturbing.
yeah, but there are a few things on here that is, girl, we'll get to it in a second.
Let's get
first
it.
on the list, we're gonna talk about Lil Nas and the issues that he is facing right now. Um, as you all know, we talked about it last week. The whole incident with his new single, "Call Me by Your Name," Montero.
Tarot?
Montero being his actual name. We talked about the video and how you fake ass Christians are upset about it. We talked about the shoes. Lil Nas, you tried it. The shoes were too much.
Yeah, way too much.
But apparently, he tweeted that his song was being pulled from all streaming platforms. And I went to go look at my Spotify. It was still there. But I do know some people personally that said that it was removed. Now, here's the thing. Columbia put out a statement. They said, where is it? Saying that it's unfortunate, it's out of our control, but we're doing everything possible to keep the song on streaming platforms. That's what they said. Now, I don't know who's above Columbia, who was like, we have to take the song down. I don't know what happened. But apparently, don't worry, the song is not being pulled, apparently. I don't know what's going on with this story. So, like I said, for me, it wasn't pulled. But I do know people personally that said that it was pulled. I don't know if it's going to be back out
Again,
for them.
Misinformation. What is going on?
I don't know I do know what's happening is a lot of stupidity and stupid shit in regards to the song and what
negative comments are being made.
It's only because of what he did with the video. It's the shoes. It's so many things that play a part into what's happening. But it's just crazy to me that it even got to the place where they were able to remove the song from certain people because of what the song or the video is about.
The video. It's more so of the video that's causing the issue because nothing's wrong with the song
at all.
So why would you take it away from streaming platforms that are not showing the video? Like, what's the problem?
Nothing's wrong with the song or the video.
Sounds like it's not.
To be completely honest.
And like we said last episode, we were like, he's just expressing his artistry and
literally
what he feels. So why is he getting
taking control of
penalized
a
for
narrative that he's been told his entire life,
Yeah.
as well as other gay people? And it's just like, I was having this conversation with one of my friends who is Christian. He's actually one of the good Christians. he was saying that, religion is not a joke, and that he feels that Lil Nas is actually, joking about Christianity and things like that. And I kind of understood what he was saying, but I had I let him know as well, like, religion is one thing. Having a personal relationship with God, we talked about this,
Is
is
another
something
thing.
that's completely different. Is Christianity a joke? No, it's not. And it should not be made a mockery. I agree with that. But at the same time, like,
But how do you know that he's doing that? That's my thing. People
that's what
are
I said.
automatically assuming things
That's what I said.
instead of, doing the research and, having actual facts.
Hmm.
Because he never came out and said that that's what it's based
Right.
on. So I don't
That's what I was
I don't
basically
get it.
saying. I'm like, he never said that, one, that he was making a mockery of it. And again, like I say all the time, and I've said last week, and I keep telling everybody, if you are gay, you understand. Well, if you're gay and you have been told these things, you understand it a lot more, as opposed to somebody who's gay and may not have had that experience in regards to Christians telling them they're going to go to hell. It's
Correct.
completely different for
Yeah.
people. So for me, I have been told that, so I understand what he's doing. For my friend, he did not have that experience, so I understand what he's saying in regards to Christianity, because he is a Christian, and I can't tell him that he's wrong. That's his opinion, and I listened to his
Selective
opinion,
yeah.
and I gave you my opinion. But again, we also talked about this thing called selective outrage. You niggas gonna be mad about certain shit and let other shit slide.
Yep.
When if you're gonna talk about one thing, talk about it all.
Yeah.
None of it is okay. Any of it. But again, being gay and homosexuality or whatever is at the top of the list for these niggas. So it is what it
Wow.
is. But apparently the song is not being pulled. I didn't ask my friends if the song was back for them, but they did say that it was removed. It never was removed for
That's
me. Did you ever check yours
ridiculous.
to see?
No, I didn't. But again, it probably would have been pulled because I use like YouTube and I don't use Spotify, so I wouldn't know.
Go ahead and say what you
So
use. It start with a P, don't it? You use Pandora,
no, I
don't you?
don't. I
was
didn't
gonna
say that.
ugh.
Child, that's what 2000.
Right. Niggas still use Pandora.
No
I don't
way.
know. They do. I don't know why, and it's tacky, but they do.
Oh, child.
This alcohol kicking in, bitch. Hold on, let me take another sip. I'm tingling a little bit. Hold on.
Here we go.
But yeah,
He
so
gonna start dancing too.
first of all, I'm not dancing. It's a little hot in here. I'm not gonna dance. Okay, it's a little hot in here, and that's on the usher. Okay. But anyway, so
Wait, it's
what?
a little hot in here. That's on Nelly.
Usher's in that song too.
Hot in here?
He's not.
Child, no.
I'm thinking about Let It Burn. Bitch, I'm drunk already. Oh,
I was like,
MG.
that because
You
no, it's hot in
could
here.
have
Right
let
now.
that. You could have let it ride.
No,
Because ain't nobody in here but us.
No.
Okay? And the listeners would have heard it, but they can't say shit to me because I already said it. Okay? You tried it. You trying to be funny. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to take advantage of me because I'm getting drunk. It's cool. It's cool. But anyway, the
Anyways,
song is being
bitch.
put on streaming platforms or whatever. Whatever it is, you niggas are upset about nothing. Okay? And by niggas, I mean you fake ass Christians.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Now,
What is this, child? Because I'm
this next story is hilarious. It is Rolling Ray versus, is it Coi Leray?
Coi Leray. Yeah.
Girl, whoever. So,
Cute. She alright. Her music's okay.
it's what?
It's okay. Keyword okay.
So, okay is saying, he called me bit purr. What is that? What is
I
that?
don't like that song. I like No More Parties.
Anyway, that's the song that blew up on TikTok, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, so that's the song that really gave her like her spotlight in
Yeah.
regards to who she is.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what the name of the song was. Thank you for saying. But anyway, so Rolling Ray and this girl Coi, they have a little beef situation going on because Coi decided to come out with a song called Big Purr.
Oh God.
Now it's spelled purr, but she says purr like a cat, I guess.
Okay.
This story is so stupid. Follow me, okay? So, but it's funny. So she came out with the song. I think it's with Pooh Shiesty.
Most
Whoever
likely.
she
I
is,
know
or
who
he,
that
I don't
is.
know who that is.
Yeah.
Don't really care. Have I heard the song Big Purr? I have not heard Big Purr.
So why are you talking
I don't
about
give
it?
a fur. Okay, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I'm talking about it because it's funny, and the gag is let me not jump the gun. So they're having an issue because she came up with the song, and we all know Rolling Ray came up with purr. We're only saying purr because of Rolling Ray. You cannot deny that. Okay, purr is his term that he came up with. Now
Who is Rolling Ray?
Rolling
Like
Ray
this-
is the guy that was on. He got kind of big or famous from Catfish. He's the guy that's in a wheelchair, and you've seen him. I'm pretty sure you've seen
I've
this video
probably
before.
seen this person many
Yeah,
times.
but he-
okay.
he's in the entertainment or whatever industry because of Catfish.
Okay,
And
cool.
ever since then, he's just been finding a way to stay relevant. I can't be mad at him.
Consistency.
Do your thing, okay?
Yeah, do your thing.
So anyway, purr is his word. We got that from him, whatever. Her song is called Big Purr, but she says purr like that. But it's spelled the same way as Roland Ray. Roland Ray was like, oh, girl, no. That's mine. Like, you can't
Correct.
take my shit and try to make a song from it.
And he copyrighted it, right? Like he
girl,
did all
no.
that. See? But
No.
see, this is why I say all of these things. Like, when you make up something, like, people are very big nowadays on stealing people's shit. So you got to make sure you got your shit in order. Cardi
agree.
B copyrighted her, what is it? The okay
WAP?
when she says okay. Or
Yeah,
when she says that.
Yeah.
She copyrighted that shit.
Well, that's what somebody smart would do. I agree with that. But it's Roland Ray, girl. He ain't that smart. I love you, Ray.
Oh.
But no. Anyway, so he went to fucking IG.
Oh.
And he actually did a video. He said, fuck iOS press. I'm not going to type it. I'm going to say it. So this is what he said. I have a little, I guess, a snippet of what he said.
Okay.
He said, you can never run with Roland Ray words. He said, it's all about recognition and what? Respect. Stop playing so much. That's what he said. Koi went to Twitter and said, first of all, I'm not Big Purr. It's not Purr. I'm Big Purr. It's a difference. Stop playing with me. First of all, this story is so stupid, but it's so fucking hilarious. So that's what she said. She said what she said, and then Roland Ray came out with a diss record. Now, I have a verse or a few verses from the
This is
song.
when we need to, like, pop a little screen and have
Listen, I'm gonna rap this shit just like he did, okay?
Oh, please, I'm
so
excited.
just for references, you know who Benzino is from Love and Hip
Yes.
Hop? That's her dad. You
That's
know
her-
that, right?
yeah,
So
I know that.
Benzino is her dad. This is what Roland Ray had to say. I'm gonna rap it just like him. I've been going for a minute, now I'm back with the jump off. Goons in the back, case something jump off. Bitches taking words like the shit is hers. Benzino, come get your daughter before I slap the shit out of her. Stop playing with Roland Ray. Bitch, a lyricist, okay?
Okay.
Now, the gag is... Timia, the gag is, okay, so Koi heard that. Mind you, he used the same beat as her song. So she was like, you know what? I got great lawyers. Be careful or some shit like that. Then Roland Ray said, well, tell them to bring me a cup of coffee when we sit down at the table. I was like, oh, oh.
It's the shade for me.
Now, this is the whole gaggery of the whole situation. Roland Ray's diss record is higher than hers on iTunes. Oh, my gosh.
How embarrassing is that?
That is literally embarrassing as fuck for Roland Ray.
That's embarrassing
For
as
his
fuck.
diss record to be number, like, I think 48 on iTunes, and you're number 50. You let him pass you, and he said top 50, and I'm not 50. Because, Koi, you're 50. I'm 48. I'm above you. Girl, that's embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing.
You let Roland Ray do better than
With
you.
minimal bars. Like, it wasn't even like that.
Mind you, the
harsh.
first I've been going for a minute like a Bible. That's Lil Kim.
That's Lil Kim. That's my shit.
Right. And you let him. See, that's what I keep saying. Y'all try to talk shit. Don't get me wrong. Roland Ray does talk a lot of shit. It gets annoying at times because he's just trying to stay
Clearly, he can back his
irrelevant.
shit up.
I get it. He's trying to stay relevant. But y'all want to talk so much shit about this nigga and say that he can't rap and he can't this. His song is top 50. It's 48 on iTunes. For anybody like Beyonce, it doesn't really matter. Or Cardi B, iTunes don't really matter. It's not that big of a deal. For Roland Ray to go top 50
That's a huge
is
deal.
huge
That's
for
a
somebody
huge
like
deal.
him. As much as you want to joke around and play games and like laugh, that's like good
That's
shit.
huge. That is good shit.
Like,
that is good shit.
Girl,
That's
you let him
embarrassing as
pass you.
fuck. I would be like this.
And now now that he's 48 on iTunes, y'all can't tell this nigga shit
Nothing.
anymore.
He's about to scream into the guy.
He done got burned and all, bitch. He don't give a fuck. He does not give a fuck, okay? But I put this story on the list because I thought it was stupid and funny as fuck. And I'm
No,
just
that
trying
is
to,
funny as fuck.
I'm trying to make the point that, music, literally anybody can make it at this point.
That's what I be saying.
And that's no shade to you, Roland Ray, but anybody can make a song and it do well.
Bitch, you could be mumbling on a track and it's a hit.
Literally.
That's what we have.
And I'm
come
pretty
to.
sure people are streaming this song not for like the lyrical content.
No.
It's just to be funny.
It's funny. It's entertainment. for
Literally.
them. People get a kick out of this shit.
Literally. Clearly, we put it on Hot Topics. Like, clearly, but girl, don't count nobody out. But shout out to Roland Ray. shout out to I'm not really a fan of hers. I don't really know her like that.
She
All I know that
right.
she was in that fucking stupid ass
She
video
was
that we
whack.
talked about last week.
She
She's
was
a runner. She's
whack.
a track star. Why are you in the video?
I was telling a friend, I was like, again, I'm not trying to be stereotype, but
Yeah.
you know, Coyle, she's cute. She has a cute little body, but I wasn't expecting her to be like the main lead girl. I was
Like
expecting,
why?
you know, a model,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a nice shape, probably more like, I'm not saying she's not a woman, but you get where I'm going with it.
Mm-hmm. Be careful.
I know, but
You know, niggas are sensitive. Be careful.
you get where I'm going with it. I just expected
Yeah, I get
to
what
see.
you mean. I just thought it was random as fuck to have her as the lead. Why? She's
Exactly.
not even on the song.
I just didn't. I didn't see it.
Who you should have had as the lead is City Boy J. He could have gave it to you.
Child.
He could have been the lead.
Stop
period.
it.
But you know,
Stop
niggas in
it.
their masculinity, you know, they don't want to, you know, they want to protect their fucking their masculinity and all this kind of shit. Girl, fuck y'all. Anyway, the video was stupid. The
Video
song
was
was only
trash.
popular because of City Boy J, and fuck you. Let's move on. Now, this next thing, I don't know who this nigga is. I never watched the show. Apparently, you watched the show before. So we're gonna talk about Colton Underwood. He was
Yeah.
on The Bachelor season 23, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
And he came out as gay. Now, The Bachelor is basically a show about a guy trying to find a wife in like
Wife.
a pool of romantic interest in women,
Yeah,
and shit like
activities
that.
and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You know, mini dates, kind of like Flavor of Love, but the
Yeah.
bougie version.
Kind of like Flavor of Love, but white.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is, girl. Anyway,
Yeah.
so this is what Colton had to say. He said, I've ran from myself for a long time. I've hated myself for a long time. He said, I'm gay. And I've come to terms with that earlier this year. I have been processing it. And the next step in all of this was sort of letting people know that I'm gay. That's what he had to say. Now, you, Timia, said something on Instagram. And I was like, skirt. What is she mean? So tell the people what you said.
No, I was just saying.
Say it. Don't beat around the bush.
Well, I forgot what I said.
Oh, I see what you said. You said that it wasn't fair to the women or the woman that he chose. Am I drunk, bitch? I think I am. You said it's not fair to the woman that he chose because he came out as gay.
Because I feel like he knew, or he had like a sense. Like, I feel like that sense was already there.
Mm-hmm.
So if that sense is already there, why waste, you know, these females' time? Now, I'm not saying like it was there, but I'm just going off of.
Clean it up.
I was just going off of just, you're on a show with, what, 25 women?
Mm-hmm. You done? I'm waiting on you to finish.
I mean, I'm not the only person that thinks this way, though. People are just.
I'm 100% sure.
I just feel like there's always a sense there.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to go on a show and you're kissing women.
Mm-hmm. What? Finish.
There's no sense of like, no, I'm not feeling this.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
Oh, you asking me a question?
Yeah, like that's a question.
I can only speak for me. Okay, let me just go ahead and say what I want to say to kind of,
That's
put it out
that's
there.
my take on it.
And there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're not ignorant and stupid about it. But a lot of people
Was
think
I being ignorant and stupid?
a little bit, but not a little bit.
Still trying to be respectful about it.
Right, I get it because you know that I'm gay and we're best friends, so I get it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and I'm going to try to educate everyone in regards to this issue because it happens a lot.
Yeah.
When it comes to someone's sexual orientation, there are a lot of people that are gay, bisexual, lesbian, or whatever, that growing up or throughout their whole life, they don't come to terms with the fact that they are attracted to the same sex or whatever. Like me, for an example. Growing up, I had girlfriends that I tried to, be with. And I knew that I was attracted to men, but I didn't want to accept it because, one, people deemed gay as being unacceptable, and I didn't understand why I felt the way that I did. Keep in mind, I had girlfriends at the time, too. So me knowing that I had the same attraction to men while being with women, it wasn't the fact that I was trying to disrespect them, but me having that attraction to men was something that I was not able to understand or accept at the moment. Does not mean that I loved the women any less or I didn't have any interest in them. There are some not I didn't, but there's some
Yeah.
gay people that when they're with women, it's not like they're trying to hide that they're gay. They just, one, have not accepted or don't understand it or have not come to terms with the fact that they are gay. But there are some people in that whole process, they date women And they actually do like the women.
Okay, because that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
get
they
into.
they actually do care for the women, but it's not as far as like it's not a romantic feeling. They care for the women. It's not like I'm trying to disrespect you and try to be with you to lead you on and make you think I actually,
So they still have good intentions at
right.
the end of the day.
Right. It's
Instead of
not
trying to be
like
spiteful about it.
exactly. It's not like they're dating these women to try to hide the fact that they're gay. No, they know that they are gay or they're attracted to the same sex, but they're trying to explore the sexuality.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's exploring.
Yeah.
And again, like how you said, they're not coming to terms with it. Maybe they're using that exploring to kind of like give them an understanding of what they're coming to terms with.
Exactly. It's not trying to be disrespectful to the woman, even though a lot of women do feel that way. And for if the woman that he was with feels that way, that's understandable. But I want people, especially women, especially black women, to understand that when a guy is dating you, marries you, or whatever, has sex with you, or anything like that, and he comes out as gay, it's not to be disrespectful to you. I still care about you, or I cared about you at that time, but I've just come to terms with the fact that I'm gay.
I think a lot of women don't come to terms with that. They
don't, especially black women.
They automatically, you're spot on with that.
Mm-hmm.
You're spot on with that because there's like countless amounts of episodes of the black woman spazzing out and then now bashing the man for coming to terms with it.
It's faggot this and faggot that. Yeah. Mind you, gay men have children. That was so country. Have children with women. Like, they do these.
On RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, yeah. Was it Tamisha?
Yes. She has kids. Children.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, Colton came out as gay, but a lot of times men are bisexual.
Yeah.
Like they love you, they like having sex with you, but they also like men. But again, black women, and I hate to say it, it's mainly us that have this issue. It
just goes into judgmental.
It is. When it comes to being bisexual, that's not a thing for them. Either you're gay or you're not. And I'm not just saying it's just exclusive to black women, no. But in our community, you cannot sit up here and tell me that black women are okay with their men being bisexual.
No, and we have to speak on that because
it's the truth.
In our culture and what our community goes through, that is something that is just evident and just very broad, and it's always being talked about all the time. So, I mean, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
No, I get it.
I don't know how many seasons have passed since him coming out, because you said season 23. I don't even know what season they're on now.
Girl, I don't watch the damn show.
But I really don't like that show as it is.
It's stupid.
I'm gonna get attacked. I'm gonna get attacked after this. But I
don't understand a show about finding a wife or finding love. Like, why is it on TV? It's more for entertainment purposes than anything.
It's definitely
all
entertainment purposes of gossip. I mean, there's been a lot of seasons where I'm like, these girls are brats.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Flavor of Love and I Love New York was bad.
Mm-hmm.
The
They're
Bachelor
all bad.
and The Bachelorette is just as worse. It's just with those people and those contestants, like they tell their careers and stuff like that, and they make it more serious. I mean, Flavor of Love was not really that serious.
Well, yeah, that definitely was.
And I Love New York was not that serious, but they are reality TV gold.
Don't
get it twisted.
They are like legends in that like category. Like, what? But people need to understand that sexuality is very fluid. Like, honestly, anybody, you don't have to fucking subscribe to anything you don't want to. Like, you don't have to say that you're gay. You ain't gotta say that you're bisexual. Like, just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, for me, I say that I'm gay because that's just how I feel. But I can't tell the next guy, the next girl, oh, you're gay because you had sex with a guy. Like, if you have sex with a girl, it doesn't matter. It's so stupid.
And it's not your place to
it's
say
not.
that.
It's not anybody's place to do that. People are allowed to explore their sexualities how they want to. It does not matter what fucking society says or anybody says. Do you. Period. Colton, you're a part of my community. You're cute. If you need to talk, I'm here. Yeah. So let's just move on. You got something else you want to say about that?
No, that's it. I'm proud of him for coming to terms.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, white man. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate you. Now let's move on to something else that really pisses me off, and I'm about to really get into it. Now, let me just say this. I'm very animated. I'm very goofy. I curse a lot on this show. We all hear it. Most of the time, it's all jokes. I'm not like this all the time. I'm not always on fucking 1,000 all the time.
No.
But I can get there.
Yeah.
But let me just say this. These next topics from here on out, all the profanity, all the extraness, all the yelling, all the screaming, it's real. I'm not joking. I'm dead ass fucking serious.
Yeah.
Now let's get into it.
Yeah.
There was an incident that happened in Columbia, South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, in regards to some stupidity, basically. There was a sergeant who was harassing a black man for just walking. And not only was he a sergeant, he was a sergeant. He was a staff sergeant. You got sergeant, staff sergeant, sergeant first class. It just keeps going up or whatever. It's the rank or whatever. Fuck all that. So
he's like the highest rank almost.
Well, he's not. No, he's not the highest. You have your privates, which is E1, E2, E3, and then you got a specialist. After those, I don't want to get into corporal. But anyway, in regards to NCOs, which is non-commissioned officers, you have sergeant, then it goes up to staff sergeant, and then sergeant first class, and it just keeps going up. So he's like...
somewhere in the middle.
He's very respected. He's an NCO, okay? So he's somebody that can tell you what the fuck to do. Anyway, so in the video, I'm pretty sure that his wife was recording the video that I saw, or somebody was. This guy, black man, simply walking, minding his business, and this sergeant decided to harass his man by saying that you need to leave and what are you doing or whatever, whatever.
The wrong neighborhood.
Yeah, he literally said you're in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. That's what he said. And allegedly, if I'm not mistaken, he actually slapped the guy's phone out of his hand and he broke his phone. And he also put his hands on this man by pushing him, which is assault. And yeah, all this is happening. And the fucking sergeant asked the guy, he was like, what are you doing? The guy literally said, I'm walking. That's all that I'm doing. Like, you think that you own this fucking sidewalk, nigga? And when I say nigga, I mean gender neutral and race neutral. I don't know if race neutral is the thing, but I'm making it a thing today. I'm not just talking about black people. I'm talking about everybody, okay?
I'm so sick of this shit.
You think you own the sidewalk to harass this man itself? Mind you, this is not a private community. Like, he's just walking, minding his fucking business.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that I have with this whole entire issue. And I may get in trouble for this, but I don't give a fuck. I'm glad I got alcohol now because I'm really finna speak now.
I'm over this shit.
If you guys don't know, I'm in the military. I'm a specialist. My next step after that is either corporal or fucking sergeant. Then I'll be an NCO or whatever. Fuck all that. The issue that I have with the military, and I'm going to say it because I don't give a fuck. Ooh. A lot of you NCOs, a lot of you officers are fucking trash. You feel because you're an NCO or an officer in your fucking rank, you can do it and say whatever the fuck you want to do. Mind you, Timia. But
knowing you soft as fuck.
Mind you, Timia, this nigga, what's his name? Where his name at? Jonathan Pentland. He's a staff sergeant who was fucking stationed in Fort Jackson. Fort Jackson is where I went to basic training. This nigga could have been one of my drill sergeants.
I know you fucking lying.
He could have.
Can you even imagine going through that shit? Come on.
Mind you, he was stationed there after I left, but just putting it out there. He could. People like this are literally still in the military. And I'm going to get into that in a second. So just the fact that he could have been my drill sergeant is just crazy to me. Like, it sent chills down my fucking spine.
Because you would have punched the shit out of him if that was
No, you. I wasn't, girl. They ain't gonna beat my ass. Look, I'm not crazy now, okay? Them bitches are crazy and they're strong as fuck. Can I fight? Yes, but I don't want to fight them. I'll fight your ass, get your ass fired, and kick the fuck out. We're going to get into it. Anyway, let me just keep going.
Come on.
So, a lot of these NCOs and officers feel like they can do certain things because of the fucking rank. I don't give a fuck about your rank, bitch. It's one thing to tell me that, okay, you have to do this, you got to do that, because whatever. I understand that. It's all about respect. I get it. You're an officer. You're an NCO. I have to listen to you, whatever. If you tell me to do something because I need to do it, or if I'm doing something wrong and you correct me, that's different. But there are a lot of fucking NCOs and officers, I'm going to fucking say it,
that bombard.
Not even just that. They do and say things to these women and men. Hello? And men. They say things that is harassment. And a lot of times when we report these things, it gets swept under the fucking rug.
See, oh my God.
And it's still happening in the military today to me. It's still happening.
That is always
you
normalized.
Have soldiers who are literally dying at these fucking hold on. You saying that?
I did.
Okay. But you have fucking soldiers who are dying at fucking these fucking places and shit. And it's just like, what's going on? We tell y'all that we're being harassed, sexually assaulted, period. And y'all want to sweep this shit under the rug to save y'all asses. Y'all tell us to come talk to you about these issues. And we're privates. So we don't have any fucking, we don't have nobody to stand up for us. Like, it's our word against theirs. And 9 times out of 10, guess who they believe?
They believe the NCOs.
They believe the NCOs of the office. They don't believe us.
And that's what anything, though.
Literally.
That's what anything. Like, you would say something about a situation going on, and they'll believe the person that was being accused, instead of the person that is the victim.
Or they believe the person who has, like, a higher fucking position than the person who doesn't. It's just y'all tell us all the time, all these sharp classes and equal opportunity and EO and all this bullshit. You know what? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, because we come and talk to y'all all the time and literally nothing gets done. The last time I checked, they saying that he got arrested. He got arrested on third-degree assault and battery charges, and then they was just like, they're gonna demote him and all this kind of shit. Demote him? This nigga needs to be kicked out of the fucking military, period. He probably has by now, I don't know, but there are a lot of NCOs and officers who are in the military that say and do things that they have no fucking business, and they get away with it because of who they are, and they could do their job very well. No, they cannot.
No, they cannot.
Y'all let too much shit slide in the military that should not be fucking happening. I have a friend right now that tells me that she is being sexually harassed right now to this day, Timia. She goes and tell the fucking NCOs and officers that this is happening to me. They have to escalate it up, chain of command, or whatever, all this bullshit. And guess what happens? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. And it's just like, what the fuck do y'all want us to do? And honestly, that's one of the main reasons I'm ready to get out of the military, because I understand people said the military has gotten too soft or whatever. Listen.
But nothing's changing for the better.
Exactly. Some of the things that happen in the military is it's a bit sensitive. Like if the drill sergeant tells you to shut your mouth or whatever, they get upset. Girl, you're being sensitive. Just shut the fuck up. That I don't care about. But all this sexual shit that's happening should not be fucking happening. Period. And people act like this kind of stuff wasn't happening way more than it is now back in the day, and people was really getting away with it. Like, don't act like this shit was not happening, and y'all had to come up with all these policies and shit to stop this shit from happening. Yeah. Y'all really think that it stopped?
No.
Y'all really think it stopped?
No.
Y'all need to start listening to these privates when they tell y'all these things are happening, okay? Because trust me, I've seen some things while in basic training in other places that should not have been going on. If it's consensual, whatever. Do your thing, girl. But a lot of these women and men don't want to hear that shit, okay? We didn't come here to be sexually assaulted. We came here to do what we got to do, basic training, AIT. If you're reserve or National Guard, go to fuck home or whatever. If you're active, go whatever the fuck you gotta go. And I feel bad for people who are active because they got to deal with this shit every fucking day. I don't regret going to the military, but I'm so over how the military is being ran. It's completely and utterly disrespectful. And it's trash. Yeah. You NCOs and officers are ass. Fuck y'all. I don't care about your fucking rank. I don't care about this fucking contract that I signed. Right is right. And wrong is fucking wrong. If you got to kick me out, I don't give a fuck. Because you know me. If I speak on something, I'm speaking my truth. And I'm saying what the truth is.
It's freedom of speech.
But we did sign a contract. There's some things we probably can't talk about. Lord. But I don't give a fuck. Okay? Because sexual assault should not be happening.
No.
Period. This incident with this fucking staff sergeant, this is unacceptable.
So what happened? Is he going to be like...
I don't know if he's getting kicked out. All I know is that he was arrested on third degree and assault and battery charges. I don't know what's going to happen in regards to his career in the military. If this nigga just gets demoted and that's it, we need to fucking riot, bitch.
Riot, protest, whatever, protest,
Well, let me say protest, not riot. We need to protest peacefully. But no, it's unacceptable. It really is. All jokes aside, this shit is not okay. Yeah, like I said, if you agree to whatever's happened with these NCOs and officers when you have your little... Well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you have sexual relations with these NCOs, if y'all not... I mean, at the end of the day, we all grown. If you agree to it and you like it, girl, that's your business. But there's some people who are being sexually assaulted that does not like it and do not want it. I dated an officer. But we're not at the same fucking, we're not at the same unit.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we have to really worry about that. Like, that's not what it is, okay? Y'all need to get y'all shit together, okay? I'm getting upset and I'm getting hot. Let's just move on. Now, we're going to talk about all these fucking shootings that's been happening from this week, last week, and honestly, since the beginning of fucking time. I'm over it. Now.
Can I go? I'll go first.
Go ahead.
The one... I don't even know if they said the person's name, but he was running He had his hands up.
The 13-year-old?
Yes.
Adam Toledo.
Adam Toledo.
Mm-hmm.
That
he on this list.
Broke. Oh my God. I don't want to get emotional. That broke my heart because I actually watched. Oh my God.
Yeah. And I got alcohol. Fuck.
Okay.
All right. So
it's just. I'll be brief. Mm-hmm. It was just like very heartbreaking because I actually saw the clip. Mm-hmm. And usually when I see clips like that, I just kind of like scroll because like my heart can't take seeing again another shooting like that. But that one, like, I don't know what told me to just click and watch. But once I clicked and watched, I immediately just like I fell to my knees because like hands were up, Mm-hmm. And then you have the nerve to say, "Are you okay? Where are you shot?" Like rage was just like just spilling out of my body when I fell to my knees. Yep. I couldn't believe it. This is something that is like literally being normalized, and I'm tired. Yep. Because I don't know what it's gonna take, but there's going to be an incident where, and I'm just gonna say it, my community, my Black community, we're gonna really fuck some shit up. Yep. Like we're gonna rage.
It's time.
It's about to get to that time. Like it's back in the day, like when, you know, Black Panthers, all of that stuff, when everyone was rioting and really like pushing through in their groups, it's gonna come back to that. Mm-hmm. And it's not gonna be pretty. It's going to be really bad.
Yep. And I'm here for it.
Hello?
While I'm talking about these incidents, I might cry. And to be honest, if I do cry, I'm just going to cry. Because as you already know, I already have emotions that I'm dealing with the loss and death in my family. And then my sister's birthday is coming up in a few weeks. Oh. So I'm very emotional already, and I have alcohol in my system. Whatever. Mm. Let's just go ahead and start with, I don't know if his name is Dante or... I think it's Dante Wright.
Yeah, it would make sense to pronounce it that way.
If I pronounce it wrong, I apologize. Now, this is the 20-year-old that was pulled over for having an expired license tag. And...
that's something that all of us go through.
Mind you, like it's crazy that we're pulling niggas over for a fucking expired license tag during the pandemic, one. Also, there's a fucking back order in regards to renewing your tag because of the pandemic. I don't know his situation.
To me with my incident.
I don't know his situation, and I understand. I saw the video where he was trying to, he's being crazy and trying to run or whatever. This is the issue that I have with this situation. Kim Potter, I think that's her name. This is the woman that allegedly thought that she pulled her taser, but in fact, she pulled a gun. And let me explain something to each and every one of y'all that'll listen to this podcast. This bitch, meaning Kim Potter, has been working in the fucking police system for 26 years. 26 fucking years. You mean to tell me that you can't tell the difference between a fucking taser and a gun? Mind you, tasers are usually produced in bright colors to be able to tell the difference. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that your gun and your taser are on opposite sides of your body.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure if your right hand, like if your dominant right hand, your gun goes here. If your left-handed, it goes here. It's opposite sides, one.
Literally.
Two, like I said, it's produced in different colors. Fact. Right. Mind you, I'm not a cop.
But that's a fact. That's something that you learn about.
One, that's one. Two, bright colors, it looks different. Three, the grip is completely different. My issue with this whole situation, I don't give a fuck about no expired tag. I don't give a fuck about him trying to run, whatever. You really mean to tell me that this bitch has been working in the fucking police system for 26 years and you really can't tell the difference? And I read an article that fucking said that this issue in regards to not being able to tell the difference actually has happened on multiple occasions. What kind of fucking training are y'all doing at the fucking police academy where these bitches who are working in this fucking police system for years cannot tell the difference between the two? What the fuck is going on? And y'all have an issue.
Excuses.
You got an issue when we say defund the police. You got an issue with that. Do you know how much money goes into the fucking police system?
A lot.
For what?
A lot.
What are we paying? Why are y'all getting so much money when you can't even train these bitches right? You mean to tell me this bitch she had the nerve to fucking resign. I think she got arrested also.
She got arrested.
Throw that bitch in the jail and throw away the key. These niggas need to be charged for these crimes. I don't give a fuck about no firing. I don't give a fuck about no fucking resigning. Fuck that. Charge them for what it is. Yeah? Charge them. Mind you,
you shot someone.
This sent chills down my spine, Timia. That shooting happened 10 miles from where the fucking trial of George Floyd is happening.
You see the bullshit that I'm talking about? It's like, what I don't even know, bro. I can't even get the sentence out. Like, what the fuck? 10 miles? 10 miles?
She was charged with second-degree manslaughter, which she should be. That bitch should never see the light of day.
What state was it?
I think it was Chicago. No, that was
Chicago?
Adam. That was Adam. This was in fuck. Was it Indianapolis? No, that was the
So
FedEx
Indianapolis,
shooting.
I know there's sentences.
I think it was
like
Minnesota.
10 is like what? 5 to 10 years?
I think it's Minnesota.
Minnesota?
I think.
Child.
Don't quote me. But yeah, this man was 20 years old. 20. And we had that incident. Let's go ahead and move on to Adam Toledo. This is another incident. This child was 13 years old, Timia. This happened on the west side of Chicago. There was a 9-minute video that was put out for people to see in regards to what was happening. I seen it on Twitter by accident. I didn't know what I was watching. I didn't know what was happening. I watched the whole video.
It's awful.
In the video, the fucking body cam shows the officer chasing Adam. Now, apparently, they responded to an incident that said that there were gunshots that were fired, and Adam did, in fact, have a gun. I don't know if you saw that. He did have a gun. But so
still,
I'm gonna get into it. So while he's running, the police officer's running out to Adam. He's like, stop, stop, stop.
Yeah.
He finally catches up to Adam, and he tells Adam, I think, to raise his hands or put your hands in the air or something like that.
Yeah.
In the video, you could see that Adam had a gun in his left or right hand. I can't remember. Before he even lifted his hands to Mia, he got rid of the gun. This child put his hand up for literally a split second.
It wasn't even like a long second. It was like
a nanosecond to me.
Literally nanosecond.
And this officer fired one shot and killed him.
Yeah.
And had the nerve to ask him, "Are you okay?
Are you all right? Where are you shot?" Like,
I don't know. At this point, I just don't even know what to say, because you have incidents where these people, meaning white people, are literally in cops' faces with guns. They assault these. There was a fucking video that showed a fucking white man on the fucking car. No, the cop was on the white man car because he didn't want to wear a mask or some shit. And he actually assaulted the cop. And the cop was like literally on the car trying to stop the man. And they're doing all of this while these police officers have guns in their hands. They have not fired one time. This man actually got away with the fucking police officer on the car while it's moving. And they didn't shoot this man one time. Yes, Adam had a gun. Okay, fine. But clearly in the video, you see Adam got rid of the gun. He didn't even have time to lift his hands long enough for you to even notice that he's compliant. A nanosecond and you shot him in the chest.
Yeah. In the chest.
This child was 13 years old. 13. I'm going to move on because this is another incident that happened in regards to shooting, and I'm going to just tie everything in together.
And we're just going to, because if we keep going with this, I'm really going to just.
I'm so tired.
I'm going to just break down.
There was an incident that happened in Indianapolis at a FedEx corporation or a facility or whatever, where a gunman showed up to FedEx and got out of his car. Apparently, he was yelling and screaming and saying crazy shit or whatever, and just started opening fire in the parking lot. Actually made it inside of the facility, fired. Apparently, 4 bodies were found outside. 4 was found in the inside, and there were also other people who got shot and injured that did not die that made it to the hospital. Apparently, the police said that the gunman actually killed himself. Timia,
is the body shown?
I haven't seen it. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that there was a shooting. People died. Yet another mass shooting. Timia, the gunman was 19 years old. 19 years old. And one of the witnesses who was at the facility said that he was outside on his break or whatever. He was getting ready to work like a double shift or whatever. And he heard the gunman get out of the car. He was screaming and yelling. He couldn't make out what he was saying. And he said that he heard the gunshots, but he thought it was like a fucking car problem or something. But after listening, he noticed that it was gunshots. And he decided to, take cover or whatever. He said one of the people that actually died went to their car, pulled out the gun to try to, shoot the gunman to stop the incident from happening. This person actually died for trying to be a hero.
Oh, God.
You got Dante Wright. I'm about to cry. You got Dante Wright.
Yeah.
You got Adam Toledo.
Yeah.
And you got this whole FedEx situation. And we've talked so many times about these shootings on this show every fucking week. It's April. We've already had over 130 mass shootings.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy to me that people believe that we don't have an issue with guns, one, and that we don't need gun control.
Yeah.
It is so easy to be able to get a weapon, get a gun, get your license, get a gun. It's not a hard process.
It's not hard anymore. It's like it's super easy to just.
And one of the main things I don't understand why we're not doing this. Why are we not evaluating these people? Because you could be literally anywhere
now. It's anywhere.
And you could be shot. Anytime I leave my house, and I swear to God, Lord Jesus, I swear.
Same. Dude.
I do not know what the fuck is going to happen. I don't know. I do not fucking know. Anytime I get pulled over by the fucking police, I'm terrified because I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, my hands are like already on the dashboard as soon as I...
One time I got pulled over for speeding, Timia. For speeding. They said I was speeding. I know for a fact that I wasn't. I know. I never speed. I never speed. He said I was speeding. Mind you, this man walked up to a car, a white cop. I had never told this story. He walked up to the car. My two nieces in my back seat. I was leaving Georgia, going home to Florida to bring them down to spend time with our family. He pulled me over. He was like, you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, no, because I really don't know. He said I was speeding, whatever. So I'm thinking he's going to ask me for my license and registration or whatever, and give me a ticket. I go about my way. He told me to get out of the car. I was so terrified. I literally said, am I okay? Are you sure? Because my nieces are in the back seat. Are they okay back there? Like, I don't know what's about to happen. I swear to God, this story is so real. I said, are they okay in the back? He was like, no, they're fine. So I got out of the car. He's asking me all these questions or whatever. And I'm just trying to comply. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be one of those people that act crazy and say that I know my rights or whatever. I understand that, knowing your rights is important. But at the same time, knowing your rights does not mean you're not going to die. Does not mean you're not going to die. So I'm like, I'm sorry, officer. I was speeding, whatever. At this point, just give me a ticket. I'll pay. I don't give a fuck what it is. Give it to me so I can go. This man is literally talking to me. As he's talking to me, 3 cops pulled up behind him. I'm terrified. I'm fucking terrified because I don't know if I'm going to die right here in front of my fucking nieces.
Yeah.
And you're pulling me over for speeding and telling me to get out of the car? Mind you, I was not being rude. I was not being extra. I'm literally telling you everything I'm doing. My hands are like on the dash. I'm not doing anything. And y'all really think that we're just making all this shit up in regards to police brutality or in regards to Black Lives Matter or fucking sexuality. All this shit is not anything. Racism. It's not like it's new. This country has been having this issue for so fucking long. And y'all got a problem when we say defund the police?
Yeah.
All this money is going to the fucking police system that was created, honestly, to be against us. Black people. It was created to be against us. All this money is going into this system. And y'all got a problem when we say defund the police. Clearly, the money that we're giving y'all don't do proper training.
They're doing what they want to do.
Literally.
They're doing what they want to do. And that's always been happening. But now it's just being more noticed.
Defunding the police just basically means reallocating or redirecting the funds from the fucking police department into other government agencies.
Yeah.
That's all that it means. We are giving these niggas way too much money to not do their jobs the right way. Again, the police system was not created to be for us. It was against us. Are there good cops out there? Absolutely.
Yes.
Complete. I understand that completely.
But
you cannot sit up here and tell me that we don't have an issue when it comes to fucking police brutality and Black people or people of color. The proof is in the fucking pudding. What else do y'all want to see? I don't get it. I don't understand. What else do y'all want to see?
What is it going to take, honestly? Like, that's the real thing. Like, what is it going to take?
Like,
what is it going to take?
I could sit up here and talk about black codes. I could talk about slave patrols. I could talk about the fucking Jim Crow laws. Like, we could sit here and talk about all these things that are out there. And it's just like, What else do y'all fucking want? We're literally dying every fucking day. It's like y'all hear us, but y'all not listening. And I'm beyond the fact that I'm tired. I'm beyond the fact that it's not surprising.
Yeah.
I'm beyond where I am right now, Timia. If I have anybody in my life that feels like they don't feel the need to stand up and say something in regards to police brutality, fucking my sexuality, fucking racism, or anything of that sort, if you feel that you don't have anything to say, I don't need you around me in my fucking life because I'm tired of niggas. And again, niggas, I mean gender neutral and race neutral. I'm tired of niggas saying, I'm not racist. I got black friends. Bitch, you're not my fucking friend. You know of me and I'm black.
Yes.
That's it. You're not my friend if you don't have a fire lit up in you to stand up and be like, enough is a fucking enough. I'm specifically talking about white people, but it could be any race. Because there's a lot of fucking black coons out there that feel like they don't need to stand up and say something.
They're blind by it. They're blind by it. They're turning the other cheek and not really opening up their mouths
and
having a conversation.
Over it.
And you will be called out.
I'm over it.
At this day and age, you will be called out if you have not one sentence to say about any of these incidents that happen within these shootings. It is not okay.
Like the Jim Crow laws literally mandated like separate public spaces for blacks and whites. Like schools and libraries and water fountains and restaurants. Like, and anybody who was black who didn't abide by those rules, guess what they faced? Police brutality from the fucking police system. The police system was not created to protect black people. It wasn't. So for anybody that's black that says, or anybody in period that says defund the police, we're not talking about the complete dismantle of the police system.
That would never happen.
Anybody who is, I understand your pain. I get it. But that's not what defunding the police does not mean they want to dismantle the whole system. What we're saying is we're giving these niggas way too much fucking money to not be able to do their fucking jobs right. Now I'm upset. I'm fucking mad. You can't tell the difference between a fucking taser and a gun, and you've been in the fucking police system for 26 years? Are you kidding me? What?
It's absurd. Like the more stories that I hear and just know, like, it's just bullshit. It's bullshit.
It's crazy. It is so crazy.
They always try to find an excuse now, and it's like this. I'm like beyond like, what?
I don't know. And again, I've said this before. What we need in this country right now, we need white people because this country is designed for y'all. It's ran by y'all. We need y'all to stand up with us and fight for what's fucking right. Because black people, people of color, we can continue to march. We can continue to fight, do what we got to do. I'm not saying stop. Keep doing what we're doing. Keep it up. But we need white people to fight with us. Period. Point blank. Point blank, period. However you want to say it. I don't give a fuck.
And we're going to end on that.
Like, that's it. Because I'm really
very
over
black
it.
And white.
I'm so fucking upset. This is crazy that we have fucking up over 130 fucking mass shootings and it's April. Are you fucking kidding me? Girl, fuck this country. Fuck the fucking army. Fuck this country. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I didn't join the army to fight for this fucking country. Yeah, I said it. I didn't join the army to fight for this dumbass fucking country. Let's just move on because I'm getting hot and I'm getting upset. That's the end of Hot Topics. I'm sorry that we had to end on something that's such, you know, crazy.
We're sorry that we have to end on something sour. But again, it needs to be said, and that's why we have our platform to, you know, express our emotions about it. And hopefully there's a change. If there's not a change,
like I said, black people of color.
We're just going to continue to be raging. Yeah.
Keep saying what's right. Stand up for what is right.
Yeah.
Anybody else that got a problem with that can suck my ass. Period. Let's just move on to the main course. Well, that's what it is.
It is.
We're going to move on. We're going to get it out, Delvin. Words. We're going to move on to the main T section, and we're going to talk about dance.
The topic that all y'all bitches been waiting for. Yeah, I said bitches because...
here we go.
That's what it is. We're about to get into the nitty gritty of dance since we are both dancers. So this is just us expressing how we feel. Again, like, don't take offense to it. If you take offense to it, then
I don't give a fuck.
That's you, boo. But we're going to say how we feel, and we're going to say what we say. And I'm excited to get into this.
I'm sure you are.
So first question, when did you start dancing?
When did you go first?
I don't remember what age, but I was in the 3rd grade. Okay. And I started dancing. I did like this little like just regular classes. I wasn't competing. I was never in a dance studio. So, you know, a little ballet class, and then my mom switched me into a baton twirling organization. Now, baton twirling, it's mixed with just that organization alone. It was mixed with twirling, cheerleading, and dance. So when it came to the dancing portion, I don't think I've ever said this, Delvin, I had 2 left feet. I never had any rhythm.
Oh.
I could never keep a beat. I was always behind. So yeah, I was that child that was not lucky. I had to work for the rhythm. I had to work for all that stuff. So ever since then, I've, you know, practiced on my own, and again, whatever they're giving me, I'm going home and I'm practicing it, and then here I am.
Not 2 left feet.
Now I have 1 left foot and 1 right foot.
I know, that's right.
I'm dancing the fuck down, bitch.
My story is completely different. I don't even know if you know this. I'm somewhat of what you call a self-taught dancer.
Yes,
anything that I've ever learned, I've learned from watching YouTube or just practicing in my room or whatever. But I didn't really start training or like actually getting into dance until I moved to Florida.
Yeah, you told me that.
I was like 21, 22 years old. So my first class ever, I was a grown-ass man. I was like 21, 22. That's when I really started getting... I knew that I liked dance, like when I was in like not middle school, but like high school and college. But I didn't really take any classes or really focus on dancing to get better. I didn't really start doing it until I moved here to Florida, and I was like 21, 22. So it's only been, you know, 7 or 8 years or something like that. So yeah, it hasn't been that long for me. If you guys didn't know, I started dancing very late, which means that it's possible for anybody. Yeah. There's some people that naturally just have it in them. I thank God that I was blessed with this talent to be able to do it naturally. People think I've been dancing since I was like 10 or 3. No.
Hello, I started at that age, and again, like I said, I had 2 left feet.
Right. So I started really late, but
doesn't matter what age you start.
Does not matter. I was a late bloomer, but here I am.
Yes.
What's the next one?
What were some of your favorite jobs?
So one of my favorite jobs I've ever done, and I'm gonna say it, was the Marlins Energy team. It really was. Like dancing on the Marlins Energy team for the Marlins baseball team was one of if not my favorite job, because I was able to meet great people. I was able to, like, you know, dance in front of large crowds and see fine ass baseball players. I was able to do a lot that I never thought this country boy would ever be able to do. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it because it needs to be said. I know people have their issues with who picked us to be on the team. I'm not going to say the name, but I got to give respect where respect is due. He saw something in me, and she saw something in me, meaning, you know what I'm talking about. Like, they saw something in me that was like, you know what? We want him on the team, and he's talented.
Oh, we getting into it.
That was my first job I've ever done that was, like, professional. So they gave me my first gig. Like, that, being on the energy team opened so many doors for me. Now, how the team was ran and how things happened, girl, that ain't none of my business, and I don't agree with a lot of shit that was happening.
I'm going to get into it, too, after you finish.
I don't agree with a lot of shit that was happening, but I got to give Come on,
predator.
Get it out, bitch. I got to give props and credit when it's due.
Hello.
I'm grateful for that opportunity because that job, dancing for them, opened so many doors for me, period. So what do you got to say?
You know, I've been with this organization for 6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to just say this.
Only done one and I got fired. Go ahead.
I'm going to just say this. One of my favorite jobs was joining the Marlins organization. Mm-hmm. Now, many opportunities, like Delvin had said, have came out of that. Like, I got booked to do like a private party. I got booked to do a music video with Kathy Sledge. I got booked to assist and choreograph the Sensations with my, you know, ex-director. So everything that came out of Marlins, I'm thankful for.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is what I'm going to say for y'all that y'all know who y'all are for discrediting my ex-directors of the Marlins Energy team. Again, you need to give credit where it's due.
Period.
Because stop playing with us.
You won't have a job, bitch.
Energy team was the shit. Stop playing.
Stop.
I don't give a fuck who feels the way they feel. We had that shit on lock.
We did. Behind the scenes, okay. Yeah, I agree with that shit. It was like, but
take away the personal, and when you really put the business on the platform, they had us fucking... Hello. We were on our shit. We were on our P's and Q's.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
We never went anywhere not prepared.
And the fans loved us. Still to this day.
I don't take away from where I am now with the Marlins organization, but the way it started, it's always going to be Marlins energy team.
Like,
that's just facts. I can't
it is
even
what it
take
is.
it away.
I know people may not like our ex-director or whatever. I understand that, and people have their reservations about him or whatever and all that kind of shit. I get it. But I'm going to say right here, out of my mouth, I have my own relationship. Okay?
Exactly. I have my own relationship.
What I experienced, I'm grateful for because it opened so many doors for me, and I still work with him to this day. I just want to say thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you.
Again, some of the stuff that happened behind the scenes, I do not agree with. I don't. But it wasn't with me.
And it wasn't with me.
Okay.
So, like, we have our own opinion, and our opinion stands strong. Like,
period.
Those two people, they had this shit on lock.
Y'all need to hire them back. Thing.
Shout out to Missy Elliott.
Period.
For reposting.
Period. Because she knew what was tea.
Okay.
She knew what was tea. We ate that up. Mix it all.
And boom. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8.
We ate that up.
Listen, I could really do that routine now.
We ate it up. Man. Everything about that was perfect from the outfits. And we did it more than
Ralph.
once, didn't we?
We did it twice.
Okay, yeah. And ate it up every time. Yeah.
Shout out to Ralph.
Right. We see you, Ralph. But thank you for that opportunity, for giving me a job and opening many doors for me. I appreciate it. Now, it is what it is. Y'all feel how y'all want to feel. That's completely fine. You are entitled to your feelings or whatever. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
So those were our favorite jobs.
Let's just move on.
That branched out into other stuff. Do you think there's favoritism in the dance industry?
Yes. Yes.
We didn't even pause, bitch. We didn't even pause. Yes. There's favoritism.
Yes.
And I'm going to say this.
Go ahead.
Favoritism because, within our culture, people think that we can't dance for, you want me to really get into
Spanish artists.
Spanish artists.
Go ahead and say it, bitch, because I know it's tea. Yes.
There's always that one token black girl.
Always.
And then the rest are, Hispanic or whatever race they are. And I'm just like, I'm tired of it.
I'm over it.
This is one reason why I didn't even want to get into that field, because I was just like, do I even have a chance?
Right. There's absolutely favoritism in the industry. I've been to so many auditions where they sit here and they let me audition this whole fucking process. One, they already got the dancers they want. Two, they know they're not gonna pick me because I'm black.
Yeah.
They know that from the beginning.
Yeah, off rip.
And three, girl, I've been to auditions where these bitches told me that I was too ethnic for the job. First of all, bitch, you knew that from the beginning.
See?
What you want is someone who's Hispanic. You should have told me that from the beginning. If all you wanted was Hispanic dancers, why not, when you make the flyer or whatever, put it out there, say that you're looking for that. Don't have me come and other black people come and you know you're not going to pick us.
That's another thing about auditions. It's like they're not specific and they're like, oh, we'll call you.
Right.
And then you're not going to call me back. And then you don't give me a reason why I didn't, get casted or booked or whatever you want to call it. I'm just...
Well, I don't need that. You ain't got to tell me why I ain't get it.
I do.
Because anytime that I don't get a job,
I need to know.
I know that it's not because of me. Because any audition I go to, I give my fucking all. So if you didn't pick me, it's because, one, you already have the dancers that you want because they do that shit all the fucking time.
So what's
they do it all the time. Or two, I just didn't get the job. And it's on y'all, not me, because I gave my all, bitch.
Exactly.
It's not on me. Anytime I audition like it's my last time.
Yes,
Anybody who's outside waiting to come in there, I dance like that bitch could take my spot. Period. And if I don't get it, it's not on me. I'm just not what y'all looking for. But this fucking favoritism and racism and colorism and all this shit that's happening in the industry,
that's on
the thing.
That's on professional teams too that we went through. They look for the I'm not complaining.
That was the job that we was in, the one we were just talking about, who we loved.
We were definitely the token
blacks.
I mean, we were polished.
There's only two of us.
Yeah. And
have y'all ever had more than two?
My first year as a rookie, there was 3 black girls and 1 black guy. Second season was, you know who I'm talking about, and me and another one, but they left on personal terms. So then it was just me and that other person. And then the third year, I was the only black girl and you were the only black guy.
Gay guy.
Technically, so I'm, if you really want to be frank,
let me stop.
With how this organization started, I'm like the last one left.
Yep.
Like the last token black girl OG left.
But again, I'm thankful for the job, but it's the truth. They do that shit all the time.
It's
especially here in South Florida. And that's why I'm glad this next question is on here. Go ahead and read it.
How do you feel about the dance scene in SoFlo?
It's late and it's tired. SoFlo means South Florida.
Yeah, SoFlo.
I'm over it. I'm tired of it. These studios are lame. They're whack as fuck.
We said what we said.
They're whack as fuck. Because
we said what we said. It's whack.
What we don't have here in South Florida
substance
is not even just that. The key thing I'm looking for that does not happen is support.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have that. All these people care about is going to take class to get a video and look cute. Anytime I'm in class and I'm acting crazy and screaming, it's not because I'm trying to be extra.
No,
I'm supporting people.
I'm hyping up these dancers.
We don't have that here.
People look at me crazy when I hype up. Like, if I'm watching something, literally. And I'm like, if you dancing, bitch, you dancing.
Like, if I feel it, girl. I'm going to give you your props.
I'm going to tell you. But and people honestly, are just so competitive nowadays.
Honestly, there are a lot of dancers that really don't give it to me, but I see that they're trying, and I still support them.
Potential.
Or anybody that's not even really doing that great, I still support them to make them feel good.
Because that's going to help them grow.
I've been in classes where niggas have like turned their nose up at dancers or like, oh, they suck or whatever. Girl, bitch, fuck you. Let them dance and have a good time. South Florida, the dance industry here is so tired and I'm over it. I'm really over it.
It's whack.
There are some great,
that's why I don't take
people
class.
out there like great choreographers and great dancers who really do support each other and want to see people get better and great or whatever. But a lot of y'all bitches out here are lame and whack as fuck. And I said what I said.
It's competition. It's always competition.
And it's room for all of us.
We all can win.
It's room for all of us.
We all can win.
And it's crazy because you start to question your talent. Like, why am I not getting booked? Why don't nobody see it in me? And for a long time, I'll never admit this. I never said this ever. For a long time, like when I started dancing, I was like, damn, maybe I do suck. Maybe I started to look for validation in other people. If people didn't say that I did good, I sucked. And for a long time, I felt like I needed people to say that I did good. Now, I know I'm the shit.
Hello?
I know I'm the shit.
I know I'm the shit too.
Period.
I don't
Whether
look
I'm being gay, feminine, man, I don't give a fuck how I'm dancing. I know for a fact I can dance. I know for a fact that anytime that Delvin dances, I'm performing.
Yes.
I'm a straight up performer. Period. I know that I'm clean. I know that I perform. And I know that I give you character. I know that for a phys act. Okay? Yeah, I'm hyping myself up. I don't give a fuck. Because I know that I work my ass off. When I first started dancing, I was taking like 13 classes a week, bitch.
Let's go.
Don't try to discredit me, bitch. I work my ass off. I still got a lot to learn, but I learned a lot, and I'm still getting there. The dance scene here, y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better. It's tacky and it's lame. Support one another.
Miami is just.
It's room for all of us, bitch.
Miami is just trash when it comes to support.
Period.
If you look at LA, if you look at New York, like the support system is ridiculous. The classes are always full. And once upon a time, like, Miami used to be that.
We were lit.
We were on our shit.
Niggas were coming here from, like, different states and shit.
And now you don't see that anymore.
And you have people here who are very talented. Mikey, Bianca. You got choreographers that are very fucking talented. Ivana, like...
Those two are extremely talented.
Like, you got people who are very talented that has what it takes. And they're booking jobs and working and shit. But the dance scene here is so lame.
Yeah.
It is so lame.
That's what doesn't get me inspired. I'm not inspired to go to class because I'm just like...
Melissa, love you.
Hey, girl.
Like,
yes, Melissa. It's just... It's not the same as how it used to be.
It's not.
Which
JP?
Is like... Hey, JP. That's our dog.
Like...
what are your thoughts on teaching versus choreography?
First of all, it's two different things. Teaching and choreographing is two different things. Choreographing is coming up with steps and giving it to someone. Teaching is just that. Teaching. A lot of choreographers feel that they're teaching when you're not.
No.
Just because you came up with these steps and you're giving this to somebody does not mean you're teaching.
They're throwing it at them.
It's like...
And they're like, well, if this was an audition, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, I need you to teach. Like, this is just class.
No.
Where someone that does have potential would rather appreciate a breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're teaching, again, like, I don't discredit how, teachers teach, but I feel like the base of it, you should be able to just break it down and really make sure that your dancers are leaving with one, substance, and two, understanding the choreography to where they're just like, did I learn anything, or just was choreography being thrown
Keyword
at
is
me?
understanding. You said it best. And I know for a fact, not trying to toot my horn, I've taught many of classes. Anybody that has ever taken my class can tell you for a fact that I teach. Anytime that I ever teach, before I even throw out the first count, I tell them what kind of feel it's giving. I tell them like,
communicate.
This is what we're gonna. This is how it feels. Whatever. I set the fucking blueprint of what I'm gonna give. And when I'm teaching, I'm like, okay, you did it right, but do it like work on this or work on that. Whenever I'm teaching, I'm like actually looking at my students and seeing what they're doing wrong or what they can do differently and whatever. Don't get me wrong. As a teacher, I want you to, individuality. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
But there are a lot of dancers that have a problem with being clean, or they're always looking down or whatever. As a teacher, you notice these things and let them know. Choreographers do not do that. Choreographers go to class, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, let's go.
Because they have their token people that they already know
who
they're going to showcase. So then the people that have the potential that maybe can get in the video, they're not being chosen to be in the video. Nowadays, I'm getting sick of this. Nowadays, I'm just seeing the same people in these little videos.
They do that shit in LA too.
Yeah, I'm
everywhere.
No, I'm just speaking everywhere. I'm speaking on everywhere. I'm just seeing the same people in these videos, and I'm like, well, where's your potential people?
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure they're showing up to class, and I'm pretty sure it would make their day to see themselves being recorded, because now they feel like they're elevating, and they're like, okay, I'm getting somewhere in my progress as learning how to be a dancer, because no one is ever, has the natural talent off rip.
I do.
So, hello.
Stop playing.
But, well, I did it. I had 2 left feet, but I worked towards my dancing.
I was sloppy as fuck, though, but I got better.
I was sloppy, too. We clean as a whistle now, bitch.
Right.
Don't
but there's a difference, y'all. Teaching and choreographing is not the same thing. It's not the same thing. I'm not saying that choreographers shouldn't be able to teach or give steps. That's not what I'm saying. But don't call yourself a teacher if you're not teaching shit. Giving me a few 8 counts is not teaching me. Actually taking the time to understand what I'm doing wrong and correcting me is teaching. Okay, and a lot of y'all don't do that.
I have a that one class we took together, and the choreographer I'm talking about. Okay, was he teaching or was he throwing choreography?
Choreography. And there's nothing wrong with being a choreographer.
Right.
You're just not a teacher. You're not.
It's not.
And it's not to be shady. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And you know I love him.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You're a choreographer. That's what it is. I was just
like, again, like it's been a minute since I took class, so me coming back and trying to take that class, like I got it, but I still was like, I felt like I wasn't being taught.
Right.
So it's like I don't know that person's style, so I couldn't really like marinate on it.
Picking up the choreography is a different feeling from understanding the choreography.
Yeah. Hello.
And that's a fucking word.
Hello.
Once you understand what you're doing, the feelings is completely different. It's completely different. That's why I really take pride when I teach, to let people understand and tell them this is the feel of what I'm giving you before I even teach you.
I say
so
the
they
same
have
thing.
that in their mind and they understand, okay, this is what the song is giving. The choreography is giving this, so they can get into that mode. Walking in and just saying 5, 6, 7, 8 is not motivating anybody. No.
I mean, I do the same. Again, I teach kids. So going in there, of course, I have to be positive and happy. But I am, like you're saying, I'm explaining to them, like, look, this is the type of dance that it is.
Right.
This is what you need to feel when you're dancing it, but still have your own individuality to it. I mean, we're both doing it. What's going on in Miami?
I don't get it. And just to tie into the next question, any pet peeve?
Yeah, that's the pet peeve. That's our pet peeve.
The pet peeve is literally just that, not knowing the fucking difference.
No.
Okay? Call yourself a choreographer, not a teacher. Call yourself a teacher, not a choreographer.
You could be the best fucking dancer in the world, but you could be trash at teaching.
Period.
Like, spruce up on that shit. Like, you're not the shit if you don't know how to teach and break down your choreography to a class.
Right.
Because they're going to leave thinking about how you taught it and not how you danced it.
Right. Actually, we're going to end on that question. We're going to keep talking, but this last question, I want to do a part 2. This last question we're going to leave for the next episode. So, back to what we were just talking about. Teaching and choreographing is just, you have to know the difference, man. And I'm so tired of these people who are teaching these classes or choreographing these classes, and they're like, oh, I'm a teacher. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're not a teacher. You're giving people steps, and that's what it is. You're choreographing and you're giving them the steps.
And there's a lot of teachers I see now that are doing that, and I'm just like...
And there's nothing wrong with that.
But that just rubs me the wrong way, and I don't know if I can... It's not like more so of trying to like respect you, but I just look at you different. I look at you funny.
I get that.
That's just how I feel. Yeah. And that's why I don't really like take class, because I'm just like, I know how they move in their classes and how they teach, and I'm like, I'm not gonna gain anything from that.
I get that.
And it sucks because I want to train.
Right, there's so much I want to say. I can't wait for part 2.
Oh, there's definitely part 2
for sure. And hey, I'm just gonna say it. You know, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to talk about the studios that's here in South Florida. I'm over it. Euphoria was a moment I would never take away from what Euphoria has done for me as a dancer. That was a definite blueprint. That gave me literally my start in dancing. Euphoria literally shaped me as a dancer.
Yeah.
Now, all the shit that happened in regards to like behind the scenes and whatever, that's completely different. I'm talking about the studio and what I learned from it. Euphoria gave me my break. Now, whatever happened with Euphoria and where it is now, girl, I can't tell you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't be asking me. I don't fucking know. Okay? Euphoria gave me my first teaching job. I'm grateful. I'm not going to say her name. I'm thankful for everything that you've ever given me in regards to teaching, taking class, internship, or whatever. I'm grateful for that. Period. Now, whatever happened after that, girl, I don't know. Showstoppers is a studio that's probably the biggest studio here in South Florida. Yeah?
But
huge. My issue... Anytime that I go, I don't feel like I'm in a studio. I feel like I feel like the people there, and it's not like Susie or I just say her fucking name. We can cut that out. It's not like, you know, her or whatever. It's just like everybody there. It just feels like it's more so of the look as opposed to the teaching. And the dancing and growing and getting better. A lot of those dancers there, all they want to do is get a video and look cute.
Yeah.
That's all they want to do.
That is what's normalized. And that's why I'm like, a lot of these dancers, and again, I'm just speaking. When I watch y'all dance, y'all not dancing. Y'all not dancing.
Doing the steps is not the same thing as doing the steps and having personality and character.
Hello?
Because just doing steps is boring. If you ain't got, I always
be having that same like facial or trying to raise one eyebrow and just give like a smile look. No. That's not it, girl.
No. Listen, anytime that Delvin dances, 1, my freestyle is different. 2, bitch, I'ma give you a character. I don't just do steps. That's boring. You're not a dancer if you're just doing steps and just 5. No. Where's your character? Who are you as a dancer?
Yes.
Who are you? And I always tell my students, whenever I give you choreography, I want you to be you. Because dancing, like choreographing for me and dancing is a language. So if I give you my choreography and you're doing it like me, you're speaking for me.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yourself.
Speak for you.
Yeah.
Show me who you are as a dancer. Yeah. Where's your character? Where's your personality?
Where's your expression?
Who are you? I don't want you to dance like me because, girl, you can't be me.
You can take my jazz funk combination, and if you're like this quirky, like emo, very weird vibe girl, and you take my jazz funk that is like totally like edge, sass, fierce, and you turn it into something like quirky, emo, like weird, and just like rebel vibes, that is you.
Right.
That's your originality as a dancer in your own artistry. And I feel like people are not tapped into their own individuality and their creativity as their own dancer.
That's where
we're having the problem
about dance is the fact that we're all individuals and we're all different. Once you learn how to tap into that, you'll be great.
Yes.
Stop trying to dance like somebody else because you can't be me.
You can't be me.
I can't be you either. The next
person that's standing next to you.
Stop doing that. Dance should be self-expression of who you are. Period. Point blank, period, however you want to say it. You need to be yourself when you're dancing. And I feel like we really have that issue here where people look at certain dancers and choreographers, they try to be like them.
Yep.
No. As much as I want to dance like Jade, I want to dance like Charlize and all these people, they're amazing, but I can't do that because that's not me.
They're their own bracket.
Literally. They're who they are and I'm who I am. Period. But just the whole dancing here, man, I'm over it. And you got a new studio out in I don't know if it's Doral or whatever. I think it's EYS Studio where Raul teaches now.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and let get it out. I'm gonna go ahead and get the. Damn, Delvin, are you drunk? I'm going to go ahead and say the announcement right now. I'm actually teaching every Wednesday, starting not next week, the week after that, at that studio. It's going to be at 8 o'clock. So, come out and slide. So they're really on the come up.
I can come.
Period.
Finally.
And it's like closer to you, I think, as opposed to like far.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm in there. Finally, I can train.
Period. So that studio is on the come up. There, like Cambio is a good studio. I think that's Coutura. That's her studio. What she's doing. Cool. She's also talented too.
She is.
There are a lot of dancers here that are very talented, and they have what it takes. These studios are really on the come up. There are no fucking studios that's like really that big in fucking like Fort Lauderdale or like. Well, you got Energy Dance Company, which is in Coral Springs. They're on the come up too. But the dancing here, I'm just so fucking over it. I feel like I don't really get to have the trainer that I want to have. It's just fucking annoying.
That's what heel classes too. Like, girl. Oh my God, we don't have time.
Right.
Literally.
Part two.
Part two.
There's so much more I want to say.
I want to talk about heel classes too because I'm such a smooth, slow, groovy chick.
Swinging your hair. Your hair is not a heels class.
Exactly. I'm glad you said it. Oh, there's definitely a part two, y'all.
It's not a heels class. We're gonna really get into it again next week. Next week we're gonna really. I think we might
skip hot topics. I'm really.
Or make it smaller.
Yeah. Two things.
Not two. Don't be trying to cut my section, ho. Hell wrong with you? Okay, I got this look at my sister too. I cuss your ass out. What you want to do? Because we could fight. Talking about something. Colton coming out. It's not fair to the woman. Fuck that woman. That man said he gay, and that's that. Okay, when he was with you, he liked you then. Now he came out as gay,
and he don't like you now.
Period. So don't be mad at him. Okay, and most of the time you can tell these niggas gay or not anyway.
Exactly my points. People were saying, "Oh, I can smell the sugar away from him."
Who said that? That's ignorant as fuck. Fuck them. Okay,
They said it.
You can't smell sugar anyway.
You can't,
dummy. Shut up, stupid. Even though I am pretty sweet, it's just some of y'all never be able to taste me. But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and end this podcast on that note because this liquor is starting to kick in, and girl, I may get my business out. And
we definitely spoke about it.
Yeah, you niggas are whack, and that's that on that. I'm gonna keep saying that. Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna keep saying that. Defund the police because these niggas don't know how to do their fucking job. We give y'all all this money to do what? Kill us? Yeah, no.
Disgrace.
And that's that. So just stay tuned for next week because we're gonna really get into dance and talk about some really in-depth stuff because there's some other shit I want to say.
Yep.
Okay.
Peace, y'all.
And I wasn't done.
You are done.
Hey, bitch. We still got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay. So shout out to y'all, man. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Love y'all. Bitch.
Not you cut me off, ho.
Yeah, girl. It's time to go.
Shit. We still had 10 seconds. Golly.